Hey guys, welcome back to Eldritch. So we're going to get straight in here and start a new run, first and foremost. Since the previous episode I have done a couple more and just banked a bit more money. That's all, nothing really very interesting happened. So we're going to go back into Dagon, grab the compass and get moving. And here is a fountain. Very convenient, extra 1 HP there. I'm going to try and watch my back a bit better this time. I was very rusty last time. It's been a while since I've been in practice with this game, shall we say. And there is a deep one, 2 deep ones and a bug. Just let nature take its course here. Thank you very much. Loot all those. And we'll start to explore. My first priority is going to be to get a gun, which I have, and a knife, which I do not have. So for now I'm going to take the dynamite and move onwards. Now to complete a ritual of binding, which is to complete the 3 initial areas and the final area which that unlocks, you obviously have to do it all in 1 life. That is definitely easier said than done, but I have done it several times, that is possible, and my best time is around about 30 minutes. But that was sort of speeding through. There are advantages and disadvantages to doing that. If you take your time like I was doing in the previous episode, you can bank up some good assets, like a good amount of bullets, artifacts, and make sure you have yourself a good power. Now, the power that I find the most useful for doing that... Oh, another fountain. Cheers. The power that I find most useful is Hypnotize, which is quite expensive to cast, but it allows you to temporarily hypnotize any enemy to fight on your side, or rather to be passive to you and fight the other enemies, which they sort of do anyway. But in the second area, Nyarlathotep, there is these crocodile guys which I mentioned, who are the bane of my existence. I absolutely hate them, and it's much easier to get around them just by hypnotizing them and running past. So having a good amount of artifacts is crucial to doing that. There is a power over there, which I will try and... Oh dear. Those things you can't kill and they chase you around. Materialize. Press right mouse to conjure a mystical barrier. Use these barriers to block enemy paths or access hard to reach places. Be careful, it is possible to trap yourself while using this power. It costs 1. So we'll test this out. No, that doesn't work. Okay, I'm not sure. Oh right, sorry, no, that's the block making power. I thought it was the teleport. Ignore me. Go in the shop. The fishman smiles weepily at you. Welcome, stranger. Please buy something. Glup, glup. I have so many good things in my shop. You do, but oh god, but I can't afford them. We'll get away from that guy as quickly as we can. Balls. Fell down and took some damage there. Boom! Take my gun back. The black starry areas indicate that you cannot go any lower. And now we're at the end of Dagon. What we can do here is just loot everything and then get to the end of the area. A knife, thank you. And because we loot everything, it means those enemies respawn. We'll take the soul of Dagon. And then if anything respawns around here, I can just kill it over and over to get more, to sort of farm some items. But that big black shuggoth thing is slightly intimidating me. Now I could bank those 30, but no, I'm going to take them with me. We place the Soul of Dagon on the pedestal, so when we have all 3, this door will open. And there are several bits of food in the library which you can use to restore your HP in between the different areas. So yeah, we'll do that. But I'm going to go into Nyarlathotep just to show you guys how bad it is. I actually find the third area, Cthulhu, easier than this one. So I'm not feeling confident about this going well for me, but we'll see. Right. Go down here. There's a fountain, which is good. Oh, right, there's a statue. You have to stay facing those things because, as I say, if you turn away from them, these things resurrect when you kill them. They only stay dead for a few seconds. If you turn away from those statues once they've broken, then they can telefrag you, basically. They can teleport into you from any position behind you, which kills you very, very quickly. And this area is, quite frankly, terrifying just for that reason. The other problem is that the trapdoors are quite often behind locked gates and over high walls in this area, which... Okay. Kill that guy. Okay. Crocodile over there. Let's carry on in this direction. Grab these. Yeah, you see what happened there? Right, I'm pretty screwed now. Unless I do this. Yes, that power was very useful. Okay. Whew, right. One down. So yeah, the trapdoors in between the levels in this area are behind locked doors, which means that I need to save up those artifacts so that I can place some blocks and jump over those walls. Going in this direction. There's a crocodile there. The crocodiles which aren't statues can shoot things at you. Yeah. What happened there? Damn it. They are pretty much always guarded by one of those statues, and I didn't anticipate where that would be, so... Okay, that's one run down. Let's start again. I'm always going to start at Dagon just so I can grab the compass. Now what I can do, as I said in the previous episode, is I can grab the compass and go back, go straight into a different area, in this case Cthulhu. It just means that you have the compass, although I don't have any assets now. I have no weapons, no currency, no keys. This area is pretty nasty because you have these cultists who can fire things at you, and there are also these, I think they're called Star Children or something like that, right, those barnacles on the wall explode into poison gas if you go near them. So you have to be very, very careful and watch the walls in this area. Right, that green guy is a Star Child. They're basically mini Cthulhus, and they stay asleep, and when you go near them they wake up. And you see, like, they're very, very tough. So when I kill these guys, I'm going to leave them dead. I'm not going to... Great. Well, there you go. Okay, I'm going to start with Dagon, just because it's a nice little warm-up. Right. What's going on here? A cultist. Just to make it easier on myself, I generally make a decision on the spot whether or not to loot the enemies and respawn them. With the cultists, I find it easier to leave them dead, at least until I know sort of what I'm up against. Just because they can creep up on you and shoot fireballs. Anything with a ranged attack is very, very considerably more dangerous. And in this case, in this area, it's the cultists and the flying eyeballs. Luckily, you can generally hear those coming because they make a lot of noise. So, with these guys, it's just about closing the gap before they can shoot at you. They're much less dangerous at close range, especially if you have a knife, because then they only take 2 hits, otherwise 3 hits. Right, what's going on here? Let's get the artifacts. Down this way. There is an eyeball. I'm going to try and take that out. Those things are weak, but their primary attack is to shoot. There's a shop, but it's locked. Their primary attack is to shoot fireballs, which move quite quickly, and they're a pretty good aim, so can be very troubling. One of the things that this game does well, in the fact that it's a roguelike, is how quickly and absolutely things can go wrong for you. Okay. That's a good loot room, but I don't have any keys to get inside it. I'll loot the deep one. These small antechambers quite often contain things... Oh god, that made me jump. So yeah. Let's just go straight to the exit. No point dawdling here. I'm trying to get a few more runs done in this one than in the previous one, where I spent a ridiculous amount of time just going around in circles in the first area trying to find the exit. Getting more into the swing of it now. As I say, this game does require a lot of practice. I was very, very good at it. I could... Ooh, okay, that wasn't good. Luckily there's some baked meat. You can hurry too much, as I'm pretty much doing now, and I'm allowing things to creep up behind me. But generally dropping a level, because these things can't climb ladders. So you can use altitude to your advantage. Yeah. And the three main areas of the game are... They're adapted from or inspired by three distinct areas of the Cthulhu mythos. In this case, it's Dagon, which is basically the most famous of those stories is the Shadow over Innsmouth, where it's this seaside town in Massachusetts where all of the inhabitants of the town are slowly mutating into these fishmen, and they eventually the fishmen come out of the sea and raid the town, and it's quite a cool sort of horror story. But the thing which is sort of causing it more than anything else is this esoteric... Oh. Did I? I didn't do that, did I? Okay, fine. Oh, crap. Right. This probably isn't the way I should have gone, but whatever. So, as I say, with these guys, you have to stay facing them, because you see he's broken open. So if I turn away, he's going to teleport into me within a certain range. That means that you spend a lot of time backpedaling just to avoid those. And so you can easily walk backwards into an enemy. These guys can also shoot fireballs, jump around, get out your seat and jump around. And this area is just so treacherous, it requires a lot of practice. I am not going to loot this guy's corpse, because else he'll just respawn. And the guard once again. Now, I may actually have trapped myself here, because of these locked doors, and because I can't get over this wall because it's 3 blocks high. So I think I may actually have found myself stuck, in which case I have no option but to just do this. So yeah, I wasn't really paying attention to that, but I definitely need to be more prepared for those exits when I come to them. Okay. Once more at Dagon. Fountain. Oh, okay, so sometimes the fountain will give you 2 HP. Sometimes it will also increase your max HP by 1. Got a key. Close the gap. Damn it. Baked meat. All good. Ooh. So this has a very basic sort of Looking Glass style first-person stealth system where you can hear the enemies react to you moving around. So if they hear something suspicious, they'll go, huh? And if they spot you and chase you down, they go, ha! So you can sort of identify just by the noises how much danger you're in. And because they make noise from far away, you can tell if there is an enemy near you, as opposed to the things like the bugs which creep up on you. So yeah. Let's quickly exit. Now it looks like this floor has a power statue in one corner. And yes, that's good. A fountain. Some extra HP. I'm not sure exactly about the rules for spawning the fountains. You see that bug creeping up on me there? I don't respawn those bugs because they're so irritating. Let's see if we can find where this... There it is. Okay. Hypnotize. This one's very useful. Hypnotized creatures will fight for you. Strong-willed creatures may shake off the hypnotic effect after a short time. It costs 7. So it would be a good idea for me to bank up some artifacts before I attempt to make it to Nyarlathotep, just so I can possess some of the enemies. The crocodiles, for example, are very useful to possess because they move quite quickly and they can move around the level and take other enemies out for you. Nothing in here. A random pit. What was that? It was worth me getting that. Whoa! Okay. It was worth me opening that door because there was another key inside to replenish my stock. So it was a good trade-off. Dynamite can be useful if you're having trouble finding your way to the exit. You can just find your way to the other side of the wall and blow through. But generally, if you have the compass, that isn't too much of a problem. Oh. Damn it, you see those beetles. Right. To stop stalling. There's another one, another 2 over here. 1 and 2. Okay. I sort of consider the deep ones to be like the lowest grade of enemy because they just are the easiest to deal with. And in the third area of Cthulhu, they all the deep ones are passive. They just sort of stand there and bang their heads against the wall, which makes them an easy way to farm items. It's almost like the power of the third level is too much for them, and it just breaks their minds, which is again very much in the Lovecraft mythos. Having a bit of trouble here. Let's find a different way down. Let's go up here. And... oh, that's where I started from. Right, okay, in that case we're going to go up here and then see if we can go down a different route. And there is a power here. Let's see what it is. Materialised power. Yeah, I'm going to keep that because it's cheap to use and it can provide some very much some well-needed escape routes in certain situations. Down here, not much about. Ugh. Need to stop losing HP, really. Whoa! Oh, I accidentally ate the fruit. Right. Idiot. Okay, this isn't going well. But, you know, it's all part of the learning process, I guess. It's the same for any of these games. When you first start playing Spelunky, for example, you don't expect that you'll ever be able to beat it. But then you play for a while and you can beat it without much trouble. Pretty consistently. This level is a really annoying layout. I can't find my way around it at all. Okay. Carry on up here. Take your stuff. What about... no. This is the sort of area where dynamite would be very useful. I think I need to go down further. Oh no, the trapdoor is on this level. Okay. Right, I keep going back to the start, so I've got to exhaust all the different places we can go. Right, so we definitely do need to go down further. And I'm not really seeing a way to do that. We must have to go up here and down a different route. Try this way. Oh, interesting. Okay, that book that I kept finding might be one of the secret areas. So it could actually be worth going to. In which case, we will try it. Yes, it is. Okay, there are these secret areas. They sort of appear randomly. They just generally give you a ton of artifacts. There aren't any enemies in them that I can remember. And they give you a special item. In this case, the holy symbol. Now that replaces the compass. So I'm going to keep the compass, but I just thought I'd show you guys. There is a secret ending that you can get if you collect all of the symbols and do a few other things. It's sort of like this game's version of the... what do you call it? The Hell Run in Spelunky, or the City of Gold, where you have to meet a ton of conditions as you play in order to be able to progress down a specific route. This game sort of has that too. There are several endings. And the generic ending that you get just by going to the end of the area is not the good ending, shall we say. And once you've got the 3 souls, then the door in the library opens and you can go to the Endless Library, which is a 3-floor final area, which is pretty nasty. And then baked. Thank you. That's locked. Okay. And then you have there are several other ones as well. There was a Halloween update for the game which added a free Halloween area, which is really tough. And that's accessed through the pumpkin in the library. And then there... Okay. Damn it. Then there is the Mountains of Madness, which is a free DLC for the game that was released by the developer of Minor Key Games. The developer is very, very generous. One of the main criticisms that people had of this game when it first came out was just the sort of lack of content considering the game's price. I think it's about £10, $15, something like that. But people were saying, oh, there isn't really much content. You know, once you've beat it, that's sort of it. And so his response to that was to develop a substantial and free DLC for the game called The Mountains of Madness, based on At the Mountains of Madness by H.P. Lovecraft, which is where your plane crashes in the Antarctic and you sort of... You start on the surface and you have to go down into this Antarctic dungeon and get something to repair your plane. And it's a 10-level dungeon, which is astronomical. I mean, that's basically the size of the entire normal game. 10 floors. And there are some seriously treacherous things in the Mountains of Madness DLC. Whoa, okay. 2 of those guys. That's very bad. Run. Just run. Can I get around here? Yes, I can. Oh, damn it. Yeah, one of the things that makes that DLC particularly hard is once you've got to the bottom of the 10 levels, you have to then go up again. So you have to climb all the way back up through the other levels, which is just frankly cruel. But there you go. Right, there are always tons of deep ones guarding the exit to Dagon, but I'm not going to stick around because of that giant black demon thing. Okay. It looks like you restore 2 HP automatically when you finish one of the areas, but I'm going to eat 2 bits of fruit as well, just to get myself back up to max HP. And so, yeah, this pumpkin, Jack-o'-lantern, sorry, accesses the... my mind's gone blank. The Halloween level. And this book takes you to the Mountains of Madness DLC, which is punishing beyond belief. Then there is also... What's this one? Oh, that's the asylum. When you die, you can choose to resurrect in the asylum before the library, which just banks you some extra stuff before you start. Again, that's quite a challenging area, but you go upwards rather than downwards in that area. And then there is, of course, the endless library through there. So it's a reasonable sized game, all in all. And, yeah, I really like it. Alright, let's fail. As that's pretty much a given now. Alright, I've got a statue. Got 2 of those awful guys. Okay. Nothing here. Right, this is bad. Avoid this guy. Run. Pick up the stuff. Oh, I found myself in dead end. Right. Where's he gone? I'm not even going to get that stuff. That crocodile seems to have gone. I'm taking that as a blessing. I'm going this way. Oh, come on. I've got no one but myself to blame for that. Which is what I like about good hard games. Bad hard is where the game is to blame for you failing. Good hard is where it's your own fault. It's all about the systems being designed well enough that you can... Okay, this exit wasn't locked away. I'm not complaining. Extra HP, thank you. And these tripwires, if you activate them, you get a free bullet. Especially in the third area, Cthulhu, then there are areas where there are just tons of those things. And it's a very, very quick way to just stack up some ammo. There is a statue. I'm going to avoid that statue. Oh, I heard him break open. Okay. You took me by surprise. You freaky deaky guy. Go away. Good thing I've got a good supply of keys here. It's pretty essential in this area where there's a lot of locked doors. There is a certain amount of luck in the way that the areas are spawned as well in this. In Spelunky there are always sort of rules where you're guaranteed to get a similar amount of things each time. Sometimes in this you'll just find 3 fountains. Oh, damn it. These thin blocks crumble away when you walk on them. Something unique to this area. I really need to find where I'm going. Ah! No. Okay, I'm dead. I should really have just materialised some blocks there, but what can I say? I suck. Alright, I'm going to end it here. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Take care, guys.